everybody and welcome back to City Skylines with me, TW1. This is my city and unfortunately last episode has been thrown into the bin because of a corrupted video file and we made quite a lot of progress indeed. Let's jump out of this screen right here and go back into this. As you can see, big old highway junction slapped in here. This is going to help disperse the traffic in the future. This is a future plan, not really necessarily that important yet, but later on it could be very, very handy. Takes a lot of pressure off this junction here, which isn't the greatest in the world, so that is that. Also off that, we build a little roundabout. This is a little industrial road. I'm probably going to go and put some dirty services out here. I call them dirty services. A recycling centre. This would be the kind of thing I'll be putting over here. As you can see, we've got 80% of our landfill left. We have 20,000. I'm not going to quite throw one in yet, but we have space for it and we are ready for it. That is forward planning for something like that. Also, we could put a little bit of residential or commercial along here. A little bit of expanding over here as well. This side of the highway we talked about quite a bit. I couldn't work out what I wanted to do. I've gone with this. This is quite a British thing. If you live in Norfolk and you know Norfolk, which is Norfolk, UK, and you know the road called the A11, you come down a lovely bit of highway or motorway, as we call it in the UK. You hit a roundabout, and then you keep going, and then you hit another roundabout, and another roundabout. There's about 4 or 5 in the road. In the road. That kind of works. And they are quite annoying, but they do work in real life, so I thought I'd just slap one in here as well. We'll probably go and decorate it up at some point as well to make it look a little bit better than just plain and open. I've also cut down the roadsides a little bit to try and help with the traffic. If I had 3 lanes going into here, it would cause mayhem. Same on the other side, only 2 roads. We also, episode 4, built up some more of the area over here. I'm not sure if you saw this park or not. Pretty sure you didn't. So this was also new. This is a little seaside park resort. Something a little bit different. I think it's quite cool. We spent a long time trying to get these pathways to go in correctly, and they still don't look great because there's still a little bit of flooding there. But they are in, and that will do. We also threw in a cemetery because we had our first few deaf people. Our first few deaths in the city. Good speaking again from me. As well as a little bit of beautification to the city. Added some. This was just an open space of dead land, really. I just threw in some trees, threw in some nice rocks. Added a little bit of detailing, so some benches. Let's not look at this path too closely. I couldn't get it to stay even at all. That was a little treacherous. That'd be quite fun on a bike though. I've just noticed that this slide is like a death trap, but I now can't. I'm going to leave it there. It's fun. The kids can slide down there and end up hurting themselves. Yes, they've done a little bit of detailing, little kiosks as well, and a fountain, just to add a little bit of life and texture to this city. So, in this episode, we're going to try and wrap up this island as much as we can. That will be, obviously, this bit over here. Try to work out what we want to do with the rest of the coastline. I'm not 100% happy with this park. I would like to detail it, and we may detail this park as well. Give that a little bit of life. I'm not sure if I showed that I had self-sufficient houses over here as well now. I'm not sure if that was this episode or episode 3. So yeah, I think we're all caught up. Let's start planning on what we want to be doing next. The game wants some industry, which is handy because I still have space for it over here, so I'm just going to slap that down right there. We'll press the start button to get the game flowing. And how is the poop flowing? Beautiful. It's nearly made it to the ocean. That is lovely as well. quickly check the power before we crack on too much. That is excessively tall, isn't it? I've just noticed how tall that is. Oh well, it's like the electrical towers of the city. It's like a city arch made out of electrical towers. I quite like it. Let's leave it like that. Oh, and also, while doing a little bit of prep for this episode, this leveled up to level 3, so we can do that. And this bad boy over here leveled up to level 2. I don't know where the little stars are. There it is. Adventure World to level 2. So, let's start off this episode with a little bit more park stuff, and let's try and tinker with this a bit more. Let's see if we can fit in some of these other. I've got to use the smaller ones because the bigger ones just don't want to sit very flat. So we'll pop that one there, and a little piggy bank ride over here. How do they look? They look alright. Not too bad. Not too bad. The bigger ones, yeah, not loving the fact that we're not on a nice flat bit of land. So also, you can mix up the park. So you say you want a little bit of the nature reserve stuff in this park. That is no problem at all. Just pull up this tower. It will go in any of your parks. So you can pop it on here, so they can view the rides from up high as well. They can have a little bit of viewing platform for the coast, and that could be quite nice as well. Probably not put one near someone's back of their house, so they can just like view the house. There's a space there for it. That'd be interesting. Just put one here, like, so they just look into the back of their houses. Interesting. No, let's not do that. And yeah, as we've got the park stuff up, we're going through that. Let's add a couple of little upgrades to this park. Because if we want this park to get to level 4, we're going to need some more entertainment. We need another 330 entertainment. The visitors are slowly trickling in. We are nearly making a profit from only charging $4 or £4 a visit. So, that is good. How much entertainment do these give? These give up 100. 100? Really? That's a lot, isn't it? For a tower? How much are these? 80. Okay. So all I need is like 3 of these towers and we're done. That's a little excessive. This is a campsite. Yeah, it's very big. I can't fit that. Lean-to shelter. You fit snugly in there, don't you? You are super snug. That is beautiful. Very happy with that. We will have one of them in there. Let's see if we can pop one of these in the trees. Over there as well. You have a little viewing tower as you enter, so you can see what the park is about. We will have another little something somewhere. We'll just pop in a few more tents. Actually, we don't have too many tents, so around the edge of this lean-to shelter, you can walk to the campfires, and that's great. That should be enough entertainment, so this will naturally, as the visitors pick up, we'll click over to level 4 and we get some more unlocks in that time as well. I want to guess Pleasure Beach over here. I'm going to call it Pleasure Beach. Pleasure Beach. Pleasure Beach. Is that it? I hope that's it. That's what we're going with. Pleasure Beach is not making any money. It's very, very expensive as well. But it will level up in time because it has enough entertainment value, and that will do. We could do with just trying to decorate this Pleasure Beach. It looks a little bit bland. So if you go over to here, we get some extra props. And as it is a Pleasure Beach, we can throw in some slides. Throw them on this side, could throw them on that side. Oh no, what a dastardly little drop off that is. Awful. We will throw you over there. Just try and add a little bit extra detail into this so it looks a little bit more enticing for the kids to come in. this is purely for roleplay sense. These do absolutely nothing apart from roleplay and makes it look a little bit better. It doesn't add any value to the park or anything. So if you want to go through your city and add these little details in, that's up to you. It won't hurt you if you don't though. I just thought it'd be quite cool if we try and roleplay it, make it look a little bit better as well. We need a bin. Gonna need a bin, otherwise the kids will be making a mess. Put in a couple of little street lamps around the back, and that should be good. What else can we add if we're scrolling through? We can add in a little kiosk as well, because everybody loves a little kiosk while they are chilling out. Click, 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 click. Spin that around. I don't know what way I want it to face. That way I'll do, won't it? Yeah. We'll put a little grill as well. Oh, there you go. Yeah, you go like that. You go like that. That makes sense. And then if we flick over to here, pick out some lovely little trees. I'm trying to find some coastal-like trees. That is not a thing apparently. I don't have any palm trees. I like some palm tree games. Ada, do you look? Yeah, you do not look coasty. You don't look too bad. Will do. There we go. Add a little bit of that, and we'll add some colour in as well with some flower trees. And Chinese, they kind of go, but they kind of don't. I just want some proper palm trees. That's what I'd like. Do not have that option. And of course, you can throw in some rocks as well for detailing. That's obviously lots of rocks in and around the coast. You can do some big ones on the cliff side as well if you wanted to make it, try and make it look a little bit more realistic instead of it just burrowing down. It'd be cool if I could fit one of them in, but I probably can't. So, is there anything else? No. You can put these out in the sea if you want. If you want to just go put one out there, you can. I won't be doing that though. Yeah, we've had a little bit of life to this park. I'll probably off screen go through and do some more detailing like this throughout our time to make this park look a little bit better. It is very, very open and spacious, but if you just look at this little bit section over here, there's a lot more life to it. There is one of the little mascots. Hello, little mascot. How are you? You are zooming through on your bike. You are going to the shop from, so you live here, you are going to there, and you've decided to pay to enjoy your little bike ride through the park. I don't blame you, kid. I don't blame you, little Tony. You are probably enjoying life, having a little cruise down the beach. It's always sunny where I am. Just noticed these don't have water. I've kind of ignored them. I've missed water pipes. That is my bad. Not by far though. Missed out by millimeters if that. So there we go. That should suffice to give you water. Hopefully you will stop moaning at me. Wonderful. You can stop moaning as well. So not much demand for residential, more industry based, but the industry is telling me it wants more people. So I'm not going to put in more industry because the game clearly doesn't need it. So what I'm going to do is district off this area over here very quickly, and we will make a little that road there I want, yeah, and I don't need all of that. That should be fine. We are not going to do self-sufficient housing. We want nice and cheap residency in here, and we're just going to paint it in. Bet I don't have water pipes over here. I do not. So first and foremost, let's drag some water pipes over. Probably only need like 3 water pipes that will cover this. Looking at water on this screen, I probably could do with jacking up the budget because I've had it at 85%. Let's bring it back up to 100. And I need to be looking at investing into power as well, which will be these bad boys when we can. So they need to be going out here. Oh yeah, I was using the what are you called? Wave machines, weren't I? So let's put one out here and another one out there. That's pretty much all my money gone, but I will get that back in no time. Do I have enough money to get electrical cable over? Yes. And then I will be able to drop the budget down. Good 35% as well, because I'm not going to need all that juice. Definitely not. I could probably drop that down even more than that. I could, so let's do that. Straight down to 100%, so we have a 50% buffer if we need it in an emergency. We shouldn't ever need it, but just in case, that will be fine. Excuse me there. These guys have no power, obviously. They have no power because I have not ran. I haven't ran any electrical cables over there. Which way would I like to run electrical cables over? I'm going to run it from there to... Oh no, that'd be bad. I've kind of duped myself up there. That's a mistake. Let's go there. Let's just go around the coast for now. This is not great, but for now will do. And as we fill out and eventually fill this all in, I'll be able to slowly take them back. And we'll rezone this and tidy it all up as well. Need to have a sip of tea. Good old British tea. Oh, that is better. No idea how long I've been recording. Just keep on rambling, and I'll cut this up when I can. Fill all of this in because there's still a little bit more demand. I'm not gonna zone. Oh, I'm sorry. You were just too quick. You were too quick. You didn't wait. You should have waited. I'm just gonna zone in a couple of little local shops in here as well. And that'll be great. I think for this seafront over here is we'll just do a nice path. We're not going to put a park in. We'll just put in a nice bike path, but I'll have to wait until all of this is filled in so we are all connected up power-wise and I can rip these lines out, put a nice path in, and that will be great. Let these shops fill in. Are you still demanding for people? No. Have you filled up your people? So we're 8 out of 8 workers operating normally, 14 out of 16, 10 out of 12. So not too bad, so we could probably zone in a little bit more industry if we'd like. So where would we like to zone in the industry? That's the question. Just going to do a little bit of detailing and add in a fence. Choose that fence. You along there, and along there. Just so it gets rid of them zone grids, so I don't have to see them. Don't know why you've decided to delete yourself, you nugget. What are you doing that for? What'd you do that for? I didn't delete you, did I? You melon. You little melon. Right, so just going to zone that there. I won't do up against that junction. Try and leave this main road nice and free. Throw in that there, and we'll throw in that to there, and that will be done. Line it up with fencing so we get no more on this road. Don't want any more on this road at all. Let's get rid of guidelines so we can use the grid. The grid. Down. Yeah, don't ask. I'm sorry. I apologize. Don't ask what that was about. Yeah, you're not. Oh, you play ball. You good little minion. I'm going to upgrade this fence to that fence so it looks the same. Because otherwise that's going to annoy me. There we go. That looks better. That looks fine and dandy. Bike path comes in there. I wonder how many people are using this bike path. There's a few people, isn't there? There is a few. I'm quite happy with that. You wouldn't think many people were using that. That's a good, like, I don't know, 5-10 people we've just seen nipping across here. Saving us 10 cars. It's great. For anyone who is curious, traffic is at 95% traffic flow. And we have now filled our landfill site, because I think I misread our landfill is the other way around. So, we are going to need some recycling plants or landfill sites. So, I'm going to go for recycling. These guys need their garbage picking up. So I'm going to dump one there, one there. I don't have any more money. And then going to... can I empty? Are you not going to allow me to empty? No, you are not. Wonderful. Wonderful indeed. You have no power and you have no water. I should really be paying attention to what I'm doing. I'm kind of not. Fine, let's bring this line over. You're just off, aren't you? That's why are you a thing? Get rid of you then. No. Out there. That's better. And I'm going to need power. I'm going to need an electrical cable from somewhere. You will go over there, over there. Round the coast. And nick power off that. You'll then be operating and sending out lots and lots of trucks. And the great thing about this is they're next to the highway, so they can take the local road and pick up the local road from this side of the city, or they can hop on the highway if when we expand, and they can go wherever they like. So pop on here if they wish and nip around. I will be honest, this junction is a little tight. And if we were in a more dense area with higher volumes of traffic, it would cause an issue. I've gotten away with it because we're not high density over here, and the traffic amount is quite low. But yeah, this would cause an issue. If you are going to do this in higher areas, I recommend doing that, which is late mathematics. And it may help, but I'd like to add, or I would add at least to, I don't know, about that. I would make that just plain road and then do the junction off it. Obviously, I was running out of space and had to throw this junction in somehow and somewhere, so that is where I decided. But yes, anyone who's wondering, this junction is a bit tight. I would not recommend it. I'm going to delete that and delete that now because they are not needed. And I need to try and get a road in to fill in this area a little bit. I don't want to go too tight to this highway because it is going to be noisy and not great for land value. We do have this dead zone over here as well, which could be used for more industry if we wished. Which would mean coming off this road, which I'm not greatly happy about. So we may just leave this as a dead space. Or maybe dig a road underneath. I don't know. Probably dead space. It's good to have some green space in your city. You don't want to compress it in, especially in the first areas where you don't have everything unlocked when it comes to roads. You want to make sure that you leave space just in case you need to rip things out. And it also just looks a little bit better if you have some green space about. You guys are doing well. How is? So we are nearly processing enough garbage to keep up with the whole city just with these. So I might rip out a few of these buildings. I could just throw another landfill site in right there. rip out a few industry buildings, throw that in there. That would be fine and dandy. And then it would cover the city. Landfill. That is not really what I want to do. So what I'm going to do is throw in a recycling plant over this side, which is next to this. You can't empty yet, but you will empty when I throw the landfill site. So I'm just going to turn you off, so I can't see you. You and you are going to get deleted because you've been abandoned. We need more housing rapidly, so we can go and zone in this here. Go down to this part of the road. I definitely will not be zoning this road because it is a main connection road from a roundabout from a highway. So there's no point in zoning this road. You're not going to gain anything from zoning on it. If you want, you could throw a park or two in here, though. That wouldn't be a bad idea. So if I wanted to throw... Oh, that is huge. Throw that bad boy in there. That will make everyone happy, and that will be great. And then I can try and just get this to squeeze in somewhere so it makes more sense as well. She's not going to play ball, apparently, are you? There you are. Play ball. Play ball. Stop being on delete. Do there. Do there. Do there. There we go. And you just want to go in there. That's perfect. So yeah, we've got a little park, which is already self-decorated. And that does have a nice little entertainment bonus as well, so it will make everybody happy. We can continue zoning in these houses along the coast. Zoom, 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 zoom. And that should be great. My voice is terrible today. T, save me, T. Save me, save me, save me. I am going to run that to there. Like that. Because it then means I can delete all of this because it's all connected. And then we can work on this seafront, making it look beautiful. Anyways, I'm going to end the episode here. In the next episode, we'll continue on this island. I was expecting to get this island nice and finished, but it's not going that way, is it? Because I am going nice and slow about this. I have an abandoned building city over there. So the next episode, we will be trying to improve this coastline to make it look a little bit better. It's a little bit bland at the moment. Adding some more expanding a little bit more. And then we shall see. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. I have been TW1. This is City Skylines. And until next time, peace out.